Nissan Stadium. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. One of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive. So first down from the 41. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that gives New York the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking about... on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. We're going play action. Klubnik. That's taken in by the rookie out of Indiana. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. As they go play fake, now it's Klubnik. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
He'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. He's going to the air. Klubnik. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They'll go right side with Hall. And this one stopped fairly close to that first down. Good challenge, but they face fourth down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They put a receiver in motion left. Klubnik. He finds him beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Klubnik's going to throw. And this one's going to end up incomplete. Just too tough to hang on through that contact. It's going to make it 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yeah, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
Has it in close. And he's going to be brought down shy of not just the end zone, Brock, that first down marker as well. So now offense facing an interesting 4th down decision. They'll run for it with Hall. And he runs it across. Touchdown!
Their year sure begins on a high note, and they'll begin with a win too, Kate, if they can put more drives like that one together. Not how you start, it's about how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
That one splits the uprights. And he's going to start the year 1 for 1 as they take a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Chimere Dike on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Finding inside, give down to Singleton. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Ward's going to throw here on 2nd down. That one's complete to Chimere Dike. Down to the 10. To the house for Tennessee. Touchdown! Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Here's Klubnik now. This is Cooper working the left side. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Jets 1st down.
Here's Klubnik. They put everything he's got behind it. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Klubnik. Hits him on the out route. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Throwing Klubnik. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And the early decision to go for it is rewarded. He's got him enough for the first. This drive is going to continue. The Jets take their first time out. Klubnik setting up first down. And he's back up to 50% now throwing the football after that last completion. 6 connections on 12 attempts. Has a lane inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First down, Jets.
From the red zone on first. Brought in. And he is stopped. They get to him inches from a touchdown. It's going to make it first and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
The end zone, and this is going to be reeled in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown,
Kenyon Sadiq with his first NFL touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And our score 14-7 now here in the first.
Titans 7. Jason Sanders.
Sanders all set to send it away. Now on the return, here's DK. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own.
First and 10 from the 32. Ward now off the play action. Catch made left side by Tate. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
To number 14.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second.
Brings up second and 2 at the 39-yard
They
line.
pitch it out to him here. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Patrick on the tackle. Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
And they just get the play off. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 14-7 game. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing fourth down. Fields this at the 19. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
19-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. Now it's Klubnik. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
18 on the play. First down, New York.
A give left side for Hall. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. They're signaling for a stoppage here. And, yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
The Titans take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Singleton on the give from the gun. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
That's brought in by Tate. And he started cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now. Looking for an open man. To the left and reeled in by DK. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Titans first down.
Ward now. And this is just going to be thrown out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Still plenty of chances, though. It's second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Singleton on the inside give. Conquered his way forward and through. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nicholas Singleton. His first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it? Slide taps on the extra points. And we're back square. 14 apiece here. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Thomas on the return. And a huge effort sets up his offense at a great spot. The field.
I just love to see that. I love to see the momentum created out of a great special teams play. Look at the fist bumps. Look at the little pats on the butt. Look at the little more juice this offense has now. Set up with great field position.
Play fake. Here's Klubnik. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
I'll throw it. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
11 on the play. And the Jets first down.
From the gun, it's Hall. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Klubnik now on second. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Kenyon Sadiq, the second score of his NFL debut. Sanders connects on that extra point. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Sanders all set to send it away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. First and 10. There's a handoff to Singleton. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
On second down, Ward. The right side is hauled in by DK. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Going to throw this one. Ward. And a good defensive play to knock that one out. So we've got second down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Shotgun handoff to Singleton. And he's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex.
Yeah.
You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like...
And oh, he got it! Interception! Brandon Stevens has it! And the Jets will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. He's going to the air. Klubnik. Catch is made down the right sideline. Getting close, and a hit will force him to that sideline. But not before he picked up 24. And it's going to be a New York first down.
First down, Jets.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Past midfield to the 45. Inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Brees Hall, the ball carrier.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
First and goal, New York.
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. They'll run here. It's Hall. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
Nick's going to throw.
At the Titans, 6-yard line.
He's got it. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Mano y mano. That's what that was. 2 players that both thought the ball was theirs. The offensive player takes it away from the defender on that one.
Going middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Adonai Mitchell with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Point after is good by Sanders. And they bump their lead up to 14.
Jets 28, Titans 14. Jason Sanders set to kick
Time
off.
left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. To the air with Ward. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You
Yeah.
got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Jason Sanders.
We'll
set
see
to
what the
kick
first
off.
half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singleton. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Has him on the quick hitter. This one stopped. Play gains about 6 yards. And that's going to give the Titans a first down.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Ward. Finds him on the crossing route. Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
24 yards. That's another Titans first down.
Ward setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It's a gain of 5.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They're going to run this with Singleton. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. See Murray DK. First return score, and now he's got a receiving one, too. Slice point after is good. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Makes the score Jets 28, Titans 21.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Start this drive with Hall. Fights his way through a tackle. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Monty Hooker with the tackle.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He's going to be forced out there. Play gains about 7. And that's going to be good for a Jets first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We've set it downs from 37. Klubnik. This is a heater going deep. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here's Klubnik now. The throw left side finds Sadiq. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches. Yard line.
Number 16.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
18 on the play. First down, New York.
Throwing Klubnik. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down.
Here's Klubnik. Sends this to the end zone. All the way to the end zone, and this is caught. Touchdown, New York. Omar Cooper Jr. with his first NFL touchdown. Sanders connects on that extra point. And they now lead by 14 points.
35. Titans 21.
Sanders all set to send it away.
Sanders set to kick off.
Now on the return, here's DK. Things going well so far. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
That's him on the catch, left side. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 16 yards on that play. That's good for a Tennessee first down.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play, put so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Tennessee. Wan'Dale Robinson with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Slide tacks on the extra points. And that cuts the lead to 7.
Jets 35, Titans 28.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Looking to throw. Klubnik. Brought in right side by Sadiq. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And that's going to be first down, Jets.
A gain of 14. First down, New York.
Now it's Klubnik. Hauled in left side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Gain of 16 yards.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Jets who have it with a lead, but this win is not secure just yet. So first down from the 41. We're going play action. Klubnik. And the Rush is going to win this rep. They get to it. Jeffrey Simmons getting his first sack of the year here in Week 1. Now midfield after that loss. Here's second and long. Klubnik from the shotgun. Sadiq is there to haul it in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Third and long for him here. And the pick is dropped. He had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. And make it fourth down.
And that was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. In the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Tennessee to the line. First and 10. Here's Singleton. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Catch made left side by Tate. He's going to be forced down there after a gain of about 14. It's going to be first down, Tennessee.
It's a gain of 14 yards. First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running in here with Singleton. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Jets are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. So first down from the 41. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. Space left sideline, and he's off to the races. It's a New York touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they bump their lead up to 14.
42. Titans 28. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, first and 10. Ward setting the pass. Completed to his running back. Take him down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. That's going to be first down Titans. The Jets take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll come up on first and 10. Ward now. Downfield to DK. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown Titans. Murray DK. The third time that he has brought in a score this week.
That's a good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one right down the middle. That cuts the lead to 7.
Titans 35.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this first and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's second and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
Brings up third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Looking to throw on third and 1. Connects with his back. Hall. Along the right sideline. There's space. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York.
Complete to
Breece Hall.
Touchdown.
Gets another here in the 4th.
Jason
Extra point
Sanders,
attempt coming from
48.
Sanders. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining in this game. Point after is good by Sanders. And they now lead by 14 points.
49. Titans 35.
Sanders all set to send it
Jason
away.
Sanders set to kick off.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, first and 10. Looking to throw this one. Ward. To the right, and it's pulled in by Tate. Defender closing in, and will take him out of bounds, but not before he picks up 25. That's going to give the Titans a first down.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard
To
line.
the air with Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Titans first down.
Ward's going to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans 14 points back. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Ward setting up to throw. Brought in. Yeah, he's not going to make it to the end zone, but the offense set up well now thanks to that effort. It's 1st and goal.
On the play. That's another Titans first down. First down and goal to go.
Now Ward. Makes the catch. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Titans in the hurry up trying to get this play off fast.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ward's going to throw here on 2nd down. And this is caught for a score. We are not done here yet.
Touchdown, Titans.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Solid effort there as this one goes through. And that cuts the lead to 7.
49. Titans 42.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
Kevin Winston there defensively.
He'll look to throw it. It is almost picked off. He had the interception, but he couldn't hang on. It will, though, still bring up 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets.
Formation for the Jets.
And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Escapes the pocket. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he is to throw. He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. 1st down.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
To throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal.
That's good. One Titans. First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Lining up for one final snap. One final shot here. And he comes up with it. He went, got it, touchdown. And now they can tie this or go for the win. I still don't think everyone has quite processed that touchdown as time expired, Brock. But they don't have time. They've got to make the biggest decision of the game right now. Do you force overtime or do you go for this win?
Well, you said a key word right there, processed. And this is a process. You spend the week planning it. You got the numbers behind it. But ultimately, Kate, this comes down to gut and feel. I say it every time in these moments. You've had to use the last 4 quarters to make this decision. And it better not have been right in the moment. You better have made it before this drive began.
And he has it in the end zone. Oh, what a perfect call. That just won them this game. So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah,